Good morning. This is Abeka Kindergarten, day 64. Let's start with phonics. Say the letter, and we're going to say the whole letter sentence this time. A says A as in apple. A says A. B says B as in bell. B says B. C says K as in cat. C says K. Be sure to say them with me. D says D as in dog. D says D. E says E as in elephant. E says E. F says F as in fox. F says F. G says G as in goat. G says G. H says H as in horse. H says H. I says I as in inchworm. I says I. J says J as in jar. J says J. K says K as in kite. K says K. L says ul as in lamp. L says ul. M says as in milk. M says N says as in nest. N says O says as in ostrich. O says ah. P says P as in pig. P says P. Q says Qu as in queen. Q says Qu. R says as in ring. R says S says S as in sun. S says S. T says T as in table. T says T. U says as in umbrella. U says V says V as in violin. V says V. W says W as in wagon. W says W. X says X as in fox. X says X. Z says Z as in zebra. Z says Z. Y says Y as in yarn. Y says Y. Very good. Okay, now I'm going to have you practice saying these letter picture flashcards. What sound does this letter make? Eh. What sound does this make? Ah. Ah. Z. I. A. I. A. A. E. One more. Z. Okay, now we're going to put some of these letter picture flashcards together. Let me find the one I'm looking for. Here we are. What sound does this make? Z. And what sound does this one make? Eh. Now what sound does it make when we put them together? Z, E, Z. Okay. Now what sound do these two make? Z, Now let's put them together. Can you sound them out with me? Z, Z, Then we put them together. Z. Okay, we got just a couple more to do and then we'll be done with these. Z, ah, say it with me, za. Z, I, z. Z, a, za. Very good. Now we're going to go over the blend ladder for Z. Say these with me if I can get the glare to leave. Ready? Za, ze, zi, za, za. Now you say these with me as we sound them out. I probably should have sounded them out first. Ready? Z, za. Z, I, z. You try this one on your own. Za. Z, a, za. Z, e, z. Very good. Now we're going to try adding a letter to these. Let's say this one together. Z, I, z. Now I'm going to add this and you try to tell me what word does it make when I add this to the end of z. Can you sound it out? Z, I, g. Z, I, z, g. Zig. Very good. Let's try this one. Can you sound that one out? You can always pause if you need a little more time. Z, a, za, g. Zag. Zag. Okay, one more letter and we'll try it and then we'll be done with the blend ladder. Let's try this one. Z, p, zip. That makes a word. Okay, now we have about 7 of these and then we'll be done with your phonics. Can you sound these out with me? Ah, mom, mom. Ah, hot. This is a sight word. It's hard to sound out, but T-H-E says the. TH together sounds like the. R, n. R, ra, n. Run. A, n, d. And. And. D, e, b. D, e, de, b. Deb. Last one. K, a, t. Cat. Cat. Very good. If you did that, give yourself a pat on the back and an A for effort. Okay, now I'm going to let you do this page, page 55 in your letters and sounds book. And this says, mark the circle beside the letter that will finish the word. So you pick which one of these letters will finish the word for this item. What is that? That's a cup. And here is part of the word, and you have to pick which one comes next. And for number 2, it says circle the correct word. So what is this? This is a cap. So which one of those words says cap? You have to read them and circle the right one. Okay, you can pause this video that is your phonics, and I'll let you do that page. Now, I will move on to phonics review with you, since you're done with that. I have some blend flashcards we're going to do. I don't even know how many there are. There's this many. We're just going to do this many and then take a break from them. Ready? You know what? Seems to me to make more sense to do the letter picture flashcards first. So let's do these first. Just say the sound when you see it. D. B. W. V. K. M. J. K. O. N. T. S. K. What is this sound? Do you know? Y. Another Y. X. Another X. G. B. What's this sound? P. Let's do 3 more and then we'll call it quits for these. Qu. Okay. Done with that. Now we'll do the blends I was going to do before. Are you ready? You try to say these and I'll help you. Sound them out if you don't know them. Z, E, Z, S, A, Sa, V, E, V, V, E, V, T, A. Oh, I'm trying to get the glare to go away. T, A, Ta, M, E, Me, Z, A, za, N, A, na, G, E, ge, N, E, ne, P, A, pa. Now there's 3 left, and we're going to try and say them without sounding them out. I'll give you a chance first, and then I will say it. La, ka, la. Okay, now we're going to practice reading just a few words. I think there's like 7 of them. 7 words here. Then we'll move on to the next. Ready? Can you read that word? You can pause if you need a little more time whenever I change to a new word, and then I'll help you sound it out and read it. M, a, d, mud. What's this sound? E, fe, o, fell. W, a, wag, wag. A, had, had. Very good. Not very many left. I, fi, o, fill. W, e, wet, wet. W, e, b, web, web. This must be the last. This is the last one. P, e, pet, pet. Very good. Okay. Now I have some words here for you to read. Okay, we're going to read this little story. I'm going to help you read it. What is the title of the story? The title of the story means that's the name of it. Can you read it? I'm going to help you sound it out. Okay, this word, remember I told you earlier that it's kind of hard to read, so it's a good one to memorize. TH together sounds like the, mat. Now, we'll start reading the first sentence. I'll help you with the first two. All is Liz got a red mat. Is Liz sat on, and that's our sight word, the mat. Okay, now we're going to try to go over these so that you can remember them a little bit better and remember the story. Liz got a red mat. Liz sat on the mat. Okay, now we're going to try and read these without sounding them out. You ready? Will Jan fit on, that's our sight word, the mat? Jan will not fit. Okay, now I'm going to help you read these two, but we're going to read them a little bit better. Will Jan fit on the mat? Jan will not fit. Now, let's read it together, the whole thing, so you understand it a little bit better. The title of this story is The Mat. If you can, read it with me. Liz got a red mat. Liz sat on the mat. Will Jan fit on the mat? Jan will not fit. Okay, do you remember what is at the beginning and ending of every sentence? If you notice, every sentence starts with a capital letter and it ends with a punctuation mark. And when it's a question, this is a period, but when it's a question, it ends with a question mark. Okay, now for penmanship today, you're going to do page 68 in your Writing with Phonics. Making Z's. My camera focused in on it. All right, now let's move on to numbers. You ready? Let's count. I don't have my pencil I usually use to point at them. I'll use my finger, I guess. You ready? Today we're going to go into the 70s family, so we will stop at 79. You ready? Say them with me if you can, and we'll go all the way to 79. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Going into the 70s family today. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Okay. Now I'm going to go over the 70s just so you get it in your memory. You ready? Say them with me if you can. These are just the 70s. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Okay, good job. Now, how do we know if a number is in the 70s family? We know because this number is a 7. All these numbers have a 7 right here. So we know they're in the 70s family. Let's see. Now I'm going to see if you know, if you can try to tell me these numbers. Ready? 0. What's this number? 3. What's that number? 12. 16. 22. And we know that this number is in the 20s family because the 2 is in this place. It also has a 2 here, but if this has a 2 on this side, it's in the 20s family. Ready? Let's try another one from the 20s family. What is that? 24. 26. 29. Okay, now we're going into the 30s family. What is this? 31. Another one from the 30s family. 34. 37. Okay, now we're up into the what family? 40s family. What number is this? 42. 46. 48. Oh, we went to the next family. What family is this in? The 50s family. What number is this? 52. 55. 60. Now we're in the 60s family. Let's do 3 more. 63. What number is this? 67. Did you say 69? Very good. Okay, now I'm going to let you know what page you can do in your number skills book or bundle of papers. You will do page 50. This right here, number 1, says write the combinations. So you add the chickens together and write the combination. Here, number 2 says circle the pennies you need to buy the balloon. How many pennies do you need to buy this balloon? It tells you right there on the tag on the balloon. And down here it says what time is it? And you're supposed to read the clock and write the time. The minutes are already there for you. You just need to put what? What goes there? The hour. And here you practice counting and writing the numbers. Okay, you can pause this video to do that. Now, if we were to go to the zoo, how would you know how to get around? You could use a map which has pictures and words to help you get around and show you where the different animals are. So in your skills development, page 37, you can cut out this little boy and this little girl and help them find their way around the zoo. They want to go visit some of their favorite animals. What do you suppose Cole's favorite animal is? So if he goes in the zoo and he wants to see the bears, Cole would turn right when he goes in, go past the petting zoo, and then take a left on this road, and they would be on his right-hand side. And what if Emmy wants to go see the monkeys? How would she get to the monkeys? Emmy would go in the zoo and she would take the left-hand path and she would turn left with the road and continue past the, what is that? The elephant. Past the elephant, she would keep going on that road. And then she'd take a left and turn and go past the gorilla and keep going all the way down. Then when she came to a fork in the road down here, she would make a left-hand turn to see the monkeys. Now you can cut Cole and Emmy out and help them find their way to their favorite animals. They might have to take a rest stop here at some point. Okay. Looks like that's it, and there's no enrichment activities for today. So have a good day. It's a little bit shorter than usual. Goodbye.